Funko University. On today's episode, we are going to discuss Funko releases and drops. Let's talk about it.
Welcome to the Gastlecast. We're glad you're there. You get the right time. We got an all-time high. Funko's hot toys and charms don't mind. Stick around, like, comment, and be sure to subscribe because life's a little better when you answer Chris and Heather. Hey, life's a little better when you answer Chris and Heather. Hey, life's a little better when you answer Chris and Heather. And remember, at these hour walls, we are together. Yes.
There is a question that I get seen asked all the time in Funko groups, and that is, how did you know that was coming out? When does this drop? When does that con happen? You come to the right place!
When we first got into Funko, we didn't know a whole lot, and it took a long time for us to learn how everything works. So we decided to make a comprehensive video to help you learn everything you need to know fast so you can get at it.
The first place you should start is Funko themselves. Follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter because they themselves drop a bunch of information about upcoming pops. They like to highlight what'll be coming out very soon, or they'll even tell you about Funko.com exclusives.
Funko drops official photos of all the Funko Pops that'll be coming up for cons. You'll also find this information on other Funko news sources, but this is where you get the perfect photo of those Funko Pops or sodas that you're gonna end up getting. Funko also delivers a bunch of information about cons. It gives you the dates that they'll happen, the times they'll be up on the website, and more. So you definitely want to follow for those reasons.
If you want to learn about conventions, you definitely want to check their blog as well as sign up for their newsletter because their blog tells you all the information and they typically send out a newsletter not long before the event happens.
It gives you everything you need to know so you're ready for the convention drop.
Store exclusives. So how do we know when an exclusive is dropping at your local store? Typically, Box Lunch and Hot Topic stores will post the night before what pops will be available the next day. And that's how people know when to line up for chases or that exclusive that everybody is looking for.
So the best thing for you to do is look up your local Hot Topic and Box Lunch on Instagram and follow them there. Some of these places also have Twitters and Facebooks, but Instagram is the place that you want to start with because that is typically where the most information is dropped.
Another really cool way to find out about in-store drops, especially the stores that don't post on social media like Target and Walmart, etc., is to join Funko groups. You can join local groups, which is really cool, and hopefully build a little community within your actual physical location so that way you guys can help each other out.
We have local groups here in Maryland and we often use them to find out what is going on locally, but it's also great to join larger groups because you might find people in your local area or you'll find people outside of your local area. Those people will share what their local shop is dropping and it gives you sort of an idea of when something is going to drop at your store.
The reason being is because typically, what we've seen at least, is Funko exclusives hit your Hot Topics, Targets, Walmarts, etc. on the West Coast first, and then they slowly make their way east. So if you're not like all the way west, chances are you can have a pretty good gauge as to when your local stores might be getting that exclusive that you're looking for. If a Hot Topic exclusive comes out on the West Coast, generally 5 to like 10 days later, we get them and we are like as far east as you can go.
Yeah, we're always the last ones to get anything. A perfect Funko group is Gastlecast We Hunt Together. It's a group that Heather and I started many years ago, and it's full of a lot of awesome people sharing a lot of great information. So that's definitely one group that you can go and join right now by going to Gastlecast.com.
I'm not going to get too deep into the Facebook group thing because we do plan on creating another Funko University video centered on Facebook groups and communities, but a really awesome thing to do is to ship stuff to each other. For example, if someone lives in a different state and you like anime but they like Star Wars, you can hunt for Star Wars things and they can hunt for anime things and you guys can ship them to each other.
It's a perfect way to help each other out and grow an awesome and strong community. Another great place to get your Funko news is right here on our channel. So this is the time to hit that subscribe button, also hit that little bell, because then you'll know anytime we post new content or go live. We post new content every single day and we go live every Sunday, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also hit the like button because it helps our reach and we can find more people to watch the Gastlecast.
I might be a little bit biased, but we are an excellent source of Funko news since we do put out a video daily. Additionally, we love to cover con drops and things like that where we give our opinion, but most importantly, we talk about when things are going live, what stores you can find the shared ones at, and we give you a bunch of tips along the way. Another really awesome thing to do is find some Funko news sources on Instagram and Twitter to follow, and Facebook, but I find that Instagram and Twitter have really awesome little notifications that you can subscribe to, so that way anytime your favorite Funko news source posts, you get notified on your phone. Our favorites to follow are dis.trackers on Instagram and Funko Finders with a Z on Instagram. We like to follow them on Twitter as well, dis-trackers and Funko Finders, again with a Z.
Those two sources are great. Not only do they tell you information about upcoming drops, they also sometimes provide links so you can buy things on the spot, and sometimes they also have some previews of upcoming items that we haven't seen before.
Those two sources are super duper reliable, and they also post links when things go live, so I highly recommend you following them. In my opinion, those two are the best of the best.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times those news sources have helped me out big time. There have been times where they posted links for stuff that I've been unable to get, and if it weren't for those links, I wouldn't have been able to get the Funko Pops or sodas that I was looking for. So a big shout out to both of those news sources. They are awesome.
I can't imagine sitting online all day waiting for the one Funko Pop that I'm interested in and just continuing to hit refresh.
If you're new to Funko, you definitely want to go and follow them right now. We touched upon it a little bit earlier. We talked about community, and community is really big in the Funko world. One thing I can highly recommend when it comes to Funko news and things of that nature is making friends that are also into Funko, because sometimes a helpful link will actually come from a friend over Facebook Messenger or maybe over Instagram Messenger. So make those relationships and help each other find what they want. Go by our code that we constantly say on this channel, we hunt together.
There are some pops we never would have been able to get our hands on if it weren't for people we have met in the community. For example, the most notable one that comes to mind right now, Funko, HQ, and Hollywood exclusives, because we're on the East Coast, those two stores are on the West Coast. We had West Coast friends help us out, which has been such a great help. I mean, we've had friends from all over, not just the United States, but from other countries. Hey, are you looking for this? Okay, cool, I've got you.
It's awesome to make those connections and those friendships, but we'll talk about that in another video where we talk specifically about the Funko community. The last thing that we want to talk about is Discord. Now, Heather and I are not very fluent in Discord. We don't use it that often. However, we know that it's a great source for all Funko news, and a lot of younger people totally love using that app.
I feel like Chris and I need an old geezer's Discord 101 because I'm in a few Discords, but I don't even know how I got there. Like, I clicked a link and now somehow I have notifications for certain things, but I don't even know how those notifications got on my phone. But I'm gonna try to explain it as best I can. So the one that helps me the most is RegExerTech. I'm probably saying that wrong. It's RegExerTech. Chris has sent an invite link down below. Apparently you are being invited by me, so you're welcome. I hope it comes in handy. Basically, they have a bunch of little chats or cords, or I don't know what the Discorders call them, but they post links for different stores and you can turn those notifications on or off depending on what you're looking for. For example, they have Funko and Loungefly, they have Funko Shop, they have DC Shop, they have Box Lunch, Hot Topic, all sorts of these separate things that you can subscribe to and get notified when those certain stores put certain items up. It comes in handy a lot, and like I said, I don't know how I got there, I don't know how to use it, but it has helped me tremendously in notifying me when those really quick flash drops happen and they're only up for a couple minutes.
That's awesome. I think that's a great source. I wish I knew it better, and I know that's something something I have to get better at because Discord is basically what everybody uses these days.
It's like the thing.
I think Discord almost would be at the top of your list, right there next to Disc Funko or Disc Collectibles and Funko Finders on Instagram and Twitter.
Disc Trackers.
Disc Trackers. I screw up their name every time, and you'll hear that multiple times on this channel because I cannot keep up with the name changes. So most Funko drops and releases are very random. Some days are full of Funko drops and releases, and some can be harder to get than others. And then there are the drops that we are well aware of, like some that happen on Funko Shop. You might know the day before. Con drops, obviously, that drop at the end of the week, and they drop everything at the same time on Funko Shop. No matter what the release is and no matter how random it is so good to follow all the tips that we've given you so you can actually keep up with what is happening in the Funko news world. Funko news happens every single day just like everything else. And it's very important to keep up with it if you're specifically looking for Funko Pops that are going to drop that you want to buy.
Oh, and really quick before we go, I have another tip. If Funko releases a specific time that a Funko.com exclusive is going for sale or a con drop, typically I set on my phone like a minute or two ahead of time, notifying me, hey, it's about to drop, go to Funko.com or wherever these things are dropping. And that helps me a lot because I can't tell you how many times I'll be sitting there and I think like 2 minutes have passed, but really it's been like 15.
Yeah, it's been oftentimes that we want to pick up something and we completely forget about it. So setting that alarm helps you in a really big way. That's a great tip. Oh, and before we close this video out, make sure you head over to PoppinOffToys.com. Poppin' Off Toys actually has a bunch of Funko Pops, Funko Sodas, and Funko Mystery Minis, and we want to hook you up with our promo code. Use Gastlecast for 10% off. And our level 4 patrons get 15% off, which is huge. So if you want to join our Patreon and get that 15% off, head over to patreon.com/Gastlecast. We have all sorts of cool stuff going on over there, but the promo code is just the tip of the iceberg. Patreon.com/Gastlecast, PoppinOffToys.com. Use promo code Gastlecast. So we wish you luck on the future Funko releases and drops. We think that the information we've given you is top notch. And we're not just saying that because we're just some big old fancy YouTube channel. We're saying that because these are the rules of the Funko road. We've been following this stuff for a very long time, and it took us a long time to learn it. So we're trying to teach it to you, and we taught it to you in, I don't know, what, like 10, 15 minutes? It's pretty good, right?
Yeah, it's really good. It took me and Chris like, I don't know, 6 years or something to learn all that.
We still don't know shit.
Especially Discord.
So let us know what you think about this video and more in the comment section down below, and let us know what tip you like the most that we gave in this video. Hey, and this is the time where we like to thank our patrons because you guys are awesome. We like to shout out to 10 different people in every single video that we create. So in this video, we want to shout out to Marshall Owens, Run the Canoes, Chavo, Garcia Fambam, Thomas Rinkax, Russell Walker, Chris Zazaski, Hassan E, Justin and Stacey McKenzie, and Kevin Hartke. Thank you guys so much. We really appreciate all of your support. It's amazing, and we love you for it. And to our viewers, you guys are awesome too, and thank you so much for watching this video, and we have a lot more coming from Funko University very soon. And thanks for staying until the end of the video. You guys are awesome. Remember, as always, we hunt together, yes. We'll catch you next time.
Bye.